Alright, hey guys, Zitoshi here. I just played a game with Pana. I'd actually been losing to him for quite a while, and finally got to play a game outside of championships, so I could record it. But yeah, I'll walk you guys through this game. So this is how the board opened up. If you guys want to pause the video and see what your first move would be, you can do that now. Alright, so my first move here, the way that I'm looking at the board is basically, one thing I've been doing recently is really trying to imagine how the game is going to play out and what the pace is going to be given the context of the board. So right now, the way I'm evaluating it is I see obviously a lot of green. These are two efficient cards here, one down here. That's important. So green seems pretty valuable. And then we have the black efficient card up here that matches, that would be paired with the black gem down here, which also requires green. And then on the bottom, we see this red efficiency card here. So I'm evaluating in my mind that this green card might be the strongest, and then with the next strongest card being this black card. So what I actually do is I take two green here, and that helps me sort of hog up the green, and knowing that a majority of the strong cards here use green as the cost. So Pana responds by reserving that green card, also recognizing that that is likely one of the better cards on the board. But I'm sort of defended against that because I'm now holding the two greens. When it opens up this 6, which is another interesting part of the board, which makes going the black route a little more appealing. Now we have these 3 laddered cards for black. So I'm mindful of that, but I just take here, obviously keeping my options open with the gems that I'm taking. I'm now either working towards the black strategy, this black card here, or this white card here. He takes, and here, an interesting thing that I might have been the right move is for me to actually reserve this card. I thought about it for a bit, but then opted against it because I felt like I could still build some good tempo here by just building my position. So he then saves that card there, and it opens up this blue card here, which was pretty advantageous to me because it allows me to continue to push the tempo strategy that I'm doing. And by tempo, I just mean efficiently buying cards. He's reserving cards, so though he's reserving good cards, it's putting him back from collecting gems. So if I can efficiently push forward and buy cards, that can put me ahead. So I continue with that strategy, taking 2 gems here, and basically no matter what he does, I can buy either the blue card or the red card. He locks himself up by taking the blue card. I can see why, but it puts him in a dangerous position. I mean, his only other option would be to take only 2 gems, so he did that. I actually think a stronger move for him might have been actually to save the the red card here, because I think I prefer buying the red card over the blue card, even though the blue does contribute to this guy up here. I'd much rather be using up white here than black, because black is more valuable to me. So he does that, and I just buy the red card, and this guy pops up, another card that's somewhat advantageous to me. He takes 2 red and attempts to buy green. Notice that the cards that he's holding, 2 of them require green, and again, I'm hoarding green here, so this is pretty valuable to him. Seeing that he does it, I just respond by stealing it, which opened that up for him, and he just bought that immediately, which put these gems back in. This was another pretty lucky card for me. I mean, this is probably the best card that I could draw because I am seeing this black lane be one of the lanes that I will be using to get points here. And so he's also locked up, so he can't even save it, and it's not like he's going to use his 3 gems to buy that, so I'm pretty safe. I go ahead and take the blue, and the green, and the black. Green to restrict him again from progressing himself. Black because I'm going down the black strategy now. I take that guy. He's building. Now I build that 3-point card. And again, he's locked up here, right? And he's actually doesn't, because I've also been hoarding the green and the black, he can't actually even play any of the cards that he's really hoarded. And so I'm in a pretty commanding position. He goes and takes that card. I take the double black. At this point, I'm just like going to be aggressive, go right after this black card here. He's locked up. Black is available, and he can't really defend. So he opens that up. I take the card. He does something interesting here. Well, he wants to make sure that I don't get this save card here, this save gem, because if I do, then I can just buy the 7 black casting right away. So he wants to save something here. He opts to save this guy, which is interesting to me. I can see that in the late game that would be advantageous to him because he's probably working up towards a noble strategy and going for one of these 2 guys, and so that's a really powerful card. But he's so trapped right now that I wouldn't have trapped myself there. I would have probably taken one of these guys on the lower row, probably this green card maybe, or even this white card, or sorry, even this red card seemed pretty good. So that locks him up further. It opens up this white card, which is something that I'll probably start playing towards because I see that there's white on the board, and also I have that black card in my hand, that black card that is white. So the black casting card that is white that will play towards it. So I'm seeing that as a strategy as well. For now, I take the green card down there because green will be pretty useful. I'm probably going to try to buy this guy if I'm going to go after that white card as well. We're moving slowly here. I take the white card, gets green. I take the white card again. I have my eye on this card. He puts black back in, which basically frees me up. I don't know. I mean, I guess he didn't have any options here, really. It was a pretty bad board for him. So either way, he was going to free me up. But yeah, I don't know about taking that guy. So then, yeah, I go ahead and take my 2 cards here. He saves up. So I do something interesting here. So no, I save this white card, even though I'm not going to take a gem here. It's because he can buy it, and it's pretty critical to my strategy right now because I'm basically going to play this guy, and it's going to make it super easy for me to get this. Plus I have 4 white already, so it's a steal for me there. He's building up there. I play that. Yeah, and so at this point, I have my strategy in place. I've got the white card here that gives me 12 points. I need to find 3 more points. This one is an obvious, this white card right here is obvious because I have most of it built up already, and then at the same time, it goes towards playing this other, my blue card, my 4-point card there. So steal it up. And so now that gives me 2, 4, 14 points, so I need 1 more point. And I have my eye already on this red card because that red card gives me the 1 point as well as helps contribute to buying this. So the sequence of orders now in my mind is buy this guy, and then that guy, and that's going to be the game. So on his end, actually, here's an interesting thing. So you would think that I am actually quite ahead here, but there are positions where you can have quite a point advantage, but someone playing this noble strategy can kind of sneak up on you from behind because they have the ability to, he's got four wild coins here, which means he can buy a lot of dangerous things. And combining that with getting a noble in one turn, he can very quickly rack up points. So even though it's an 8-2 advantage for me right now, it's not like I can really let my guard down. So at this point, now that I know my strategy going to the end, I just do a quick gut check to see, okay, well, what is he working towards? And he hasn't really developed his position enough to be a threat, and that's mostly because he's kind of far from any of the nobles. He doesn't have he doesn't have the black, he doesn't have the green. So I just keep an eye on, the only thing that's going to kill me here is him, combining sort of like a 5-point card with a noble, getting 8 points really quickly, and coming from behind. So I just need to keep that in mind and keep myself safe there, which I am doing. This is a pretty good card for him, as it gives him the green. But at this point, I'm disregarding that and then just going for the strategy as I had proposed. Here. And yeah, so now, a sequence of events, and he's close to getting doing some combo moves here to get this 3-point card. I'm just one away, so I'm going to win. But regardless, it's this red card, is what would give him a supercharge, basically. If he could have this combination of this red card with this card, it gives him, quick 8 points, which would put him there. So I just easily steal that. And he goes for that guy. I play my thing, and then it's game over. He did end up getting to 10 points, as I mentioned. So just a little closer to the nobles at that point in time, and it would have been a much closer game. But yeah, so that's it for this week, guys. I'm going to try to keep up the consistency here. I've also been reaching out to more people in the community to do collaborations with. Again, this isn't, I'm obviously not doing this to make money or anything. I'm obviously a fan of Splendor and playing competitively online. There is a community of people who are playing very competitively, dedicating time to this. So my goal really is to try to bring that community together, collaborate, strategize together, and take it beyond just the one-on-one games that we're having on spending. Anyways, hope you guys are doing well, and leave a comment if you have anything to contribute or add. I'll chat with you guys later.